Hello, wrestling fans. Quentin Charisma. Hey, that's me. Today I'm with Jeremiah Puckett.
Yellow again, everybody. Jeremiah Plunkett, Quentin Charisma. Once again, we are right smack a dab along ringside and ready to go with another big week of the Territorial Rasslin Review podcast. I try to add one extra word and it throws off the entire flow, so I just need to keep it as it is. I try to change it up, but I just need to keep it as it is. How are you doing this week, Quentin?
I don't know. I'm here. That's about it. I feel horrible. My foot still hurts. So,
All right, get ready for a high energy podcast.
Yeah, I felt about 2 hours ago. I don't know. I started feeling really bad. So I don't know.
That's not good. Should we be doing this?
I'll be all right.
All right. Well, has anything gone on in the past week? Anything new?
I don't know. I can't. Anything stick out?
We don't have a rant?
Oh, I got some rants, but I don't know if it's suitable for
Public consumption?
Yeah, it's family rants.
No stories, nothing.
Well, I didn't tell you one story about the Hispanic guy looking underneath the stall at Golden Corral in Goodville, Tennessee.
Well, way to blow the finish. You totally could have just told that story. But all right, anyway, we are terrible at this podcasting thing.
But I don't know. I'm good, I guess. I'm here. I woke up this morning and I'm still alive, so I gotta start looking at it that way. But no,
all right.
I can't do on their family, so
shooting for the moon. All right, this is awkward. Let's break this awkward silence and let's go ahead and go to our first match, and then we'll go from there.
All right.
You've probably heard us mention crowbarpress.com, but let's get real for a moment. Scott Teal is crowbarpress.com. Scott has been writing about professional wrestling since 1968 and has edited, written, and published more than 100 books on the subject. Scott was also honored by both the Cauliflower Alley Club and the George Tragus Luthez Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame for his contributions as a professional wrestling historian and journalist. All this to say, Scott knows his stuff. But if you're not a big reader, hey, that's okay. Crowbarpress.com also has DVDs, magazines, photos, posters, and t-shirts, all fit for you or the old school wrestling fan in your life. So please, do us a favor and support our friend of the show, Scott Teal, by visiting crowbarpress.com. Professional wrestling legends in print and video. First match this week, this is my pick for this week. It was brought to us by, and I'm probably going to butcher this pronunciation, but maybe not, Al Balrog or Balog?
Balog or Balog?
B-A-L-O-G. Al B-A-L-O-G over on YouTube. Please go give him a like and subscribe. The match is from WCW Saturday Night, March 18th, 1995. The resurging here lately, Lord Steven Regal takes on beautiful Bobby.
Yeah, should be a good one.
Yes, it should. We start out, look like the picture we got is Mean Gene talking, so that's always fun to see Gene. If you're triple zeroed out, we can get triple zeroed out at home, and we will hit play. In 3, 2, 1, play.
All right. Mean Gene. When did he go to WCW?
Was he before or after Bobby?
It was early 90s.
He was before Bobby Eaton, right?
I think so. I think he went like a year before, maybe.
He went after Hogan.
We got the
WCW hotline.
Yeah, $1.49 a minute. Children under 18 get your parents' consent.
I can remember like 5 phone numbers from growing up, like what especially now because everything's in your phone. I can remember like 5 phone numbers, and 1-900-909-9900 is one of them.
What's that for?
That's the hotline.
Oh, was it? Okay. Lord Steven Regal before William Regal.
I hope just once, because I assume he's going to wrestle on AEW some. And I hope just once he brings that out, just for old time's sake. He doesn't have to have the neckerchief.
Yeah.
But like just the robe. The robe is sweet.
Yeah, it's nice. Look at that dude.
Is that Brian Knobbs?
We thought the same thing. Bootleg Brian Knobbs in the crowd. He's getting some good heat.
Well, this is at Universal too, though. So,
Wow, it's the center stage.
oh, is it?
No, wait. Well, I don't know. So they're both really, really close.
Hey, Bobby's got a little bit of a tan. I loved Bobby's singles tights.
Oh, the one with the stars and stuff.
Yeah,
Shooting
yeah,
star like thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
The post Midnight Express
yeah,
tights, like,
yeah,
were really, really good.
yeah. Now I'm even wondering, is that center stage or is that Universal?
Trying to
I don't
see,
think
like, when they show
I
these
don't think
crowd shots.
Saturday night. I don't think Saturday night was ever at Universal.
Okay,
Because Universal was fun around. That was on Worldwide and those the syndicated
and
ones.
the pro.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay. So this may have been center stage then.
yeah. Yeah, just the syndicated ones were worldwide. I mean, Universal had the spinning, revolving little thing. I love his little gimmick there.
Oh, the hand behind the back.
Yeah, I love it.
I did that out of just like muscle memory one night, and Tony Lucasio from right outside the ring goes, "Oh, you doing a little William Regal?" And I didn't even realize I had myself like in the hammerlock. Who do they keep shooting to?
Is that the Equalizer?
Looks like TJ Weatherby.
Oh, that side of head. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah,
Oh, that was really nice. It's one what? Yeah, I love it when he pushes up
yeah.
his arm. I love it.
I love the like little bit of comedy Regal is always
Yeah,
like he's a great vicious villain too, but man, so
that's what made it
funny.
so good. As he get vicious, he did a little comedy. He get just he was awesome. All right, we'll get a roll through. Oh, look at that
A little leg lace.
hip. Oh, what hip toss had a lot of hip in it, didn't it?
They're supposed
Look
to.
at. I know, but we usually don't see.
Oh no,
Man,
I hate the just one arm throw, no leg out there at all.
I love his gimmick. Look at it's so good. Oh, big knee. Oh, nice uppercut. Oh, another nice one. Mm, it's time to get up. Oh man, this looks so good.
He's just putting
I
the
wish I
bad
know.
mouth on him.
I wish I could see what they were saying. Oh, was that a chop or a slap?
Yeah, it looked like a backhand.
Okay.
God,
Is yours
Bob.
kind of freezing up a little bit on a couple of
Every
those
now
punches?
and then, yeah, I think it's the video itself.
Yeah. Whoa, nice backdrop.
Bobby had
fired
the
up.
best rights.
Here we go. Oh, and that neck breaker, it was so smooth. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, and that was his finish after he got tired of doing the Alabama Jam. But it looks like we're going to get a jam, or we're
Nope,
not going to get a jam.
others out. Who was he waving at? Jeeves or whatever that guy's name was?
No,
Little
this
man?
one I picked a really short one. Looks like he's going.
No,
Is he
he's
waving at?
motioning for somebody. What? Who's he asking for? Oh, he's asking for the mic. Oh man.
I think this is. So that leads me to think that this is the setup.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yep.
This is the birth of the Blue Bloods, I think,
Yeah.
because Regal's obviously putting them over,
Yeah.
and Bobby's got a microphone in front of him, so he's confused.
Bobby used to good talk, man.
He just he fell out of practice. Is that what it is? I mean,
Yeah. He never did it after like 84. He never talked again. Yeah. Yeah, I wish we know what they were saying. Yeah. He just got that out of He just grabbed me.
He just stole Gene's handkerchief.
That's what it was like. He just took his handkerchief. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I think this is the birth of the Blue Bloods.
it was. Yep. They go to the back and, that's a short match.
Yeah, it was.
Here they're still talking.
Yeah, well, we'll get a little bit of it. All right, yeah, so that was it. Very, very short. Not much of a match. I'll say this for anyone watching though. The follow up to this, and look this up on YouTube, would be, I don't know what the actual video would be titled, but look up, Steven Regal making Bobby Eaton a Blue Blood.
Yeah.
Those vignettes are tremendous.
I think that's what played after it.
Oh, they have. I don't have autoplay on, but those vignettes are tremendous.
I think that's what played after it. I cut it off since it came on. I didn't really pay attention to. Let me fast forward real fast and see. Yeah, I think that's what came on, popped up on my next.
But even though the match was barely, 4.5 minutes, bell to bell, it was still very entertaining, very tremendously entertaining. Regal is astounding.
All right, it ended. It says Bobby Eaton becomes a Blue Blood with William Regal.
There you go.
So I don't know if this is the next week or not, but it looks like it's going to a match. Well, now, hold on. What is it? They're showing the crowd. They're going to, it looks like a castle or somewhere, and Bobby's late. Regal's walking around, looking at his watch. This must be it. There he comes, Bobby, in a suit. He pulled something out of his sock. Regal's looking at his suit, asking what. He's wearing white tube socks with his suit. Yeah, this is it. I think it's the one that did the ripple. I think someone has the ripple comment in it that we talked about.
Yeah.
Oh, this is hilarious. Yeah, I'm about to watch that later.
Yeah, so everyone at home, please do the same. Watch that. It's worth it. Him becoming one of the Blue Bloods is. And
it's the same guy, Al Blog. It has it on here. So, yeah,
I thought you were about to go through the entire video and do a play-by-play of it.
No, I was gonna see if that was it.
Because then I would have known what listeners do if they don't have the video pulled up, what it feels like.
Sorry. All right. Like I said, that little short bit, that was really good.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was going to be a 7.5 minute video with 4 minutes of wrestling, but at least we got 4 good minutes out of it.
Yes, it was 4 very good minutes. Regal, his whole shtick, man, it was just so good. Yeah, comedy and violence, and not many people can pull that off. He can do it.
Yeah, a lot of people can do one or the other, but to be able to do both as flawlessly as Regal does, it's an art.
Yeah.
Few men have logged the miles, shaken the hands, and put in the work Chris Michaels has to become a pro wrestler. Pro wrestling proved to be everything a young boy dreamed it would be, but it also extracted a far greater toll on his body and soul than he ever imagined. Chris Michaels' book Indestructible chronicles a career spanning more than 3 decades, in which Chris has had cups of coffee in every major promotion, knocking on one door after another, never getting that big break, but never, ever giving up. Michaels holds nothing back, sharing in his own words the good, the bad, and the ugly sides of pro wrestling. He shares humorous stories of ring mishaps and meeting his heroes, as well as reveals the failed relationships, broken promises, dead-end roads, and gut-wrenching injuries. A lesser man would have quit decades ago, but not Chris Michaels. He continues to do the drives, make the towns, and prove to fans and wrestlers alike that he is truly indestructible. Pick up your copy of Indestructible on Amazon.com, EatSleepWrestle.com, or directly from Chris Michaels himself. You won't regret it.
Okay. Last week, I went on and picked the Butch Reed versus Warrior Hawk match.
Yep.
And I remember I said, they did those TV tapings, a lot of those TV tapings, one big night. I was wrong, looked it up, and I went back and watched the one we watched, and I turned on this one and just to compare it with the crowd. It's a different place. Looked it up. This was like I want to say 2 days later in Miami. I think it was Miami. They did this, but then they had a dark match, a tag dark match in Miami. They did this singles, and then they did a dark tag match. So yeah, But yeah, it wasn't taped. It was and that if you notice on the listing and that's they said it was WCW Saturday Night on Cage Match and Wrestling Data. It just said TV taping. It didn't say what TV taping it was for. So I'm assuming it was Saturday night. So that must have been in between, like I said, between the studio and center stage. But it was at the Cobb County Civic Center, so they didn't go far. So I'm thinking so. But yeah, it was. I was wrong. It's actually two different. It's a few days apart. So, and this was from Miami. And that's what they said. What it said. So.
And the match Quentin is talking about is brought to us by The Regal Stretch. Hey, funny enough, The Regal Stretch over on YouTube.
Oh, look at that.
It is from the main event and is April 1st, 1990. The match is Butch Reed versus Road Warrior Hawk. And if you're all 000'd out and you're 000'd out at home, we'll hit play on this match in 3, 2, 1, play.
Got Jim Ross and Missy Hyatt.
What a bombshell.
Look at them earrings, man. Holy smokes. Things are huge.
Was she the hottest person in wrestling at this time?
Yeah. I'll say so.
At this era, I can't think of anybody more attractive.
No. From like 88 till 91. I don't think it was. I don't think there was. Okay, here we go. Oh, curse of Worldwide Wrestling. So they're all out here on this one, but like the other one, they wasn't.
Yeah. And real quick, let me finish something. We got a jump start. Quick on Missy. I think they missed the opportunity on her. They kept putting her in like backstage interviewer roles. She could talk. She should have been a valet, a manager.
Well, they finally did with the Nasty Boys.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's almost too late, and they weren't going to let her talk.
No. Oh, big flying tackle.
Yeah, what a shoulder block.
Man. Oh, big trip. Hey, what's his name's out there? Oh, he just no-sold that trip, didn't he? Oh, here we go. Oh, got the partners going at it. Got Teddy Long out here on this one. Ref's already. Oh, man. Man, they were throwing some
live
blows
rounds.
there, wasn't
I think both these teams, besides Butch Reed, knew nothing but live rounds.
At this time, yeah. Well, no, the Road Warriors, nice big boot. Road Warriors, they could work by this time.
Yeah, I don't know. This looks pretty solid right here.
I ain't saying it ain't stiff, but it ain't killing him.
Oh yeah, no, dude. I don't think he's going in there like.
Well, look, he's got a boxing glove on. Do you see that? Teddy Long has a boxing glove on. We know what the finish is. A loaded boxing glove. Don't ask me why I was wearing a boxing glove.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to ask.
Don't ask me because I don't know. This is just a brawl. The last one, they were actually doing spots, and we thought they would be the brawl, and these guys we figured would be spots. They're brawling.
Hey, it looks like Hawk's running a heat on Butch.
Yeah, I know. It's a shine. Uh-oh. Is he going to fly?
Yeah, that's what a Road Warrior shine is. Yeah, it's a heat.
There we go. There we go. Is he going to... Nobody home. Oh, dude, his foot got hung. You see that?
Yeah.
On the rope, and he took him straight down. What kills me, he's only got one glove on.
Was that like always Teddy's gimmick? I don't ever remember that.
There must have been something going on, part of the angle at that time, because I don't ever remember him. Uh-oh, here comes a chair. Boom!
The guys on the outside can't fight each other and do a trip. They'll get kicked out. But the ref can sit there and see the chair shot.
I know.
Wrestling logic.
Yeah. Oh, that got him in the jaw, didn't it?
That clothesline was a little high. I used to think when I was younger, though, because you saw it so much, that if it happened on the outside of the ring, it wasn't a disqualification.
Yeah. Well, nowadays, that's the way it is.
I mean, I legit thought that was a rule, though.
Yeah.
Because it happens so much.
Yeah. Now he just pounded on him. Go for a big slam. Oh, Jacob across the rope.
So what would you
Uh-oh.
call that? I've heard that called hot shot, stun gun. It's not really a stun gun. More like a hot shot
Oh.
or...
Oh, nice double axe handle. Oh, I don't know. Because it hot shot and stun guns where you shoot them, you lift them up. You know, you don't. It's done different. Yeah, this is just a fight. Yeah, they did one spot yet. It's
Oh,
crazy.
I don't think they're going to, which is crazy
No.
because Hawk was
Well,
the more athletic one.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's it's reversed. Like I said last week, they were doing spots, and we thought these are the ones to be doing it. Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah. And Butch is the seasoned worker.
oh, nice
Right.
elbow drop.
Yeah.
I've never seen him do an elbow drop like that. Oh, here comes. Oh gosh, that first one was right in the. Oh, that one was. That first. Oh, that first one was a little snug for the face.
I think all of them have been a little snug.
Well, the first one was really snug then.
I like brothered out Precious Paul on the outside. Just
One,
put on my Ribera jacket and some aviators.
No, remember it's Battle of the Belts jacket.
Whatever, but still, satin jacket and some aviators.
A nice little 1-2 exchange there from the knees. That was nice. No. Was he? Oh, swinging neck breaker.
Hawk's got his Scott Steiner's boob tattoo on his leg.
His too. But if you notice though, he's got something on the other leg. Hawk didn't. Animal just had the tattoo gimmick on his one leg, and the other was plain. His actually has something on the other leg. Oh, block the suplex. Block it. Nice standing suplex. That's nice. It's a big old boy to get up there. That's odd how he had something on his leg and Animal didn't,
Well, he's hammering him.
Yeah. He's laying him in. Oh!
Whoa!
Dude, he didn't grab no rope, did he?
He grabbed the rope, but then launched himself all the way to the floor. Good God, what a bump.
That was crazy looking. Uh-oh. Slides him in the steps.
This match brought to you by Roots.
Yeah.
Roots, I thought shoes with pockets.
So we're going to whip him off. Big knee. High knee. I had to do it. What's he doing? Taking his tape off?
Yeah, I've been there, Butch. Sometimes you put the electrical tape just a little too tight. So I stopped using electrical tape.
Uh-oh, here we go.
You don't pile drive the Road Warriors.
Oh, he's selling it.
Oh, I guess you do now.
Yeah, it ain't Memphis where you pop back up and look at Lawler. Oh, he kicks that. They're baby faces. They're selling. Remember, that's what the Animal sold last week. He's really selling. Uh-oh. Rude Awakening?
Yep. Rick Rude eventually started going to the back bump, though, on the neck breaker.
Then I haven't really thought about it. Oh. Big boot to the chest. Oh. I think he's getting chopped in the throat.
It's high.
Yeah, it was. Oh, man, he got some height on that one. That looked nice. Here he goes. I thought he was getting up. He did his little roar thing. But nice standing drop kick. Oh, the ref was in the way. Did you see that? He was going to bump in the corner, and he had to turn a little bit. What's Larry doing up on the... Uh-oh, here's Teddy with the ball. He's got the glove. He's gimmicking the glove. You see him? And the cameraman's... Okay, you got it. He's putting ups in the glove. He's waving... Simmons over here.
Why so clunky?
Boom. Okay, that finish was not smooth at all, was it?
Yeah, that finish sucked.
That was like nobody was on the same page. It seemed like at the same time.
Like if the gloves loaded, why?
My thing is, why did Ellering jump up on the apron for in the first place?
Well, I think Teddy was up there first, which drove
But he
Paul
wasn't
up
right
there.
there. He wasn't up there because remember he went to shoot him in the corner, and the ref was coming over to Ellering, and he had to kind of go sideways, like he jumped
Yeah,
up
I
too
don't.
soon.
That was something.
Good match till the finish. Finish was just it was not.
Why couldn't Teddy have just hit him with the?
Yeah,
Like
it's gimmick.
I get that they'd be like, oh, I'm not gonna put over this manager, but like if it's gimmicked,
Yeah, that's what I said.
it's not killing you.
Yeah, that's what I don't know.
I don't get it.
I think Ellering jumped up on the apron too soon.
Maybe I don't know. I also think sometimes I overthink this stuff and should just enjoy it.
Yeah, but that was saying that guy because he was whipping him in the ropes. He hopped up, and the ref jumped up, went over to get him off the apron, and Reed had to kind of go to the side. He couldn't go right in the turnbuckles because the ref was there because I think Ellering jumped up too soon. You know.
There was something that was.
Yeah, it was not smooth at all. It was not a smooth transition. I don't know. It was good. I liked it up until the like I said, to the finish. It was different from what I expected. Like last week was different from what I expected. It seemed like it should have been reversed, but it still was good. A lot of stiff blows in that match.
Yeah, yeah. They were laying them in. They were putting it in safer spots, but man, they were laying the lumber.
Some of them chops look like they were in the throat almost.
Yeah, the chops for sure looked high.
Yeah, but except for the finish, it's a good little match. Well, it's really odd seeing them sell that much as baby faces. But and again, how many times have we seen them work a team as big as them? Except for the Powers of Pain. I mean, I don't really remember none of their matches. So
Powers of Pain, and did they ever work with the Russians?
I think they were Crusher and Ivan. So
okay, so I mean that's a team as big as them.
Ivan at that time, no.
That's right, because Ivan was like 225 at that time.
Yeah, he leaned down so much.
Yeah.
Well, he had to because he was getting older. If he wanted to keep working, his knees wouldn't let him.
Well, yeah, because he wasn't tall.
No, he wasn't even. He's like 5'9".
Yeah, he's hey, easy now. But no, he was like 5'9", and like in his WWF title run, he was like 310.
He was a monster though, man. He was so wide.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He was like 310 back then. Bruno was only like 6 foot.
Yeah. Well, guys weren't really tall. I mean, you had tall guys, but wasn't like it was just full of them, you know?
Well, yeah, but you hear everybody talk about how people are small now. And like I know a lot of times they're talking skinny, but they even talk about height too. And I'm like, some of the top draws weren't that big.
No, people are taller nowadays. But and even when he was in when he went to Florida in the late '70s, he wasn't the monster he was when he worked for Vince Senior. He was still big. He still had excuse me. And then when he went and worked for Crockett in the Carolinas, early '90s, mid-Atlantic, he still, you know what I'm saying? But by '86 he had started, slimming down. 85, 86 he started. By '87 he was really, well, like I said, he had to because he was getting older, and it's just a lot of weight to carry on a frame like that. Working, because he was still going, he was full time in his matches. He wasn't just phoning them in,
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, so yeah, he had to drop the weight. So I said it's different. But I liked the match was good except for the finish. That one bump he took there at the end, man, that was crazy.
Oh yeah, Hawk. Oof.
Yeah, that was crazy. Bumpy tooth out to the floor. So it was a good little match. Yours was really scientific, technical. Mine was just a brawl this week. So yeah, it was a
Yeah,
good little.
that pretty much sums it up. Like WWE Raw, but without the budget, WMF Medium Rare captured the chaos of live Wrestling Mayhem Federation hardcore events held throughout Rutherford County, Tennessee in the early 2000s. This weekly series was produced by our good friend, Multimedia Monte Carlo, a local TV personality turned pro wrestling manager who would threaten to edit fans from the broadcast if they didn't give him his proper respect. So fast forward nearly 20 years later, and Mr. Carlo has brought WMF Medium Rare to YouTube. Mr. Carlo has painstakingly went back to the vault to bring this cult classic wrestling promotion back for a new generation of fans to witness. Check out WMF Medium Rare's channel over on YouTube and tell him we sent you.
And there's a lot of little gems like that all through WCW from '89 up till Nitro. You just got to, there's all kinds of good little matches on Saturday night, main event. What's the Power Hour? What's the Power Hour? What was it?
Pro was one.
Pro, yeah, all those, especially, man, around 90, into 95, 96-ish, you would see on the Pro. Is that the one that come on Saturday mornings, the Pro?
I believe so.
You find all kinds of like Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko matches when they first went there, and Chris Benoit matches when they first went there on those Pros and stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of little hidden gems, and like I said, in that '89 to 94 WCW, they said it was just a train wreck. You can find some really good stuff though. There's little short matches on those syndicated programs. So,
Well, you know who I was a big fan of from watching the Pro was the Gambler.
he was really good, man.
He was really
I
good,
liked
yeah.
his. He came and worked Memphis for a little bit after, during that around 95, 94, I think maybe. He came to Memphis and worked a little bit, just a little, maybe a couple months.
I wonder if he was a contracted guy or not.
Those guys weren't contracted.
Well, I mean, some were though. Like they had contracted underneath guys.
No, at that time period.
WCW more than anybody else,
Well, I know Bob Cook wasn't contracted, and he was on all those tapings
right?
as much as the
But
Gambler.
but was Bob Cook on the later like Nitro era because Gambler was still around. I saw Gambler on a 2000 Saturday night.
Well, maybe by that time period they might have been like before Nitro back. They were on paid. They were paid for where how you say it.
Yeah, pay her appearance.
Well, I think now Barry Horowitz was on a contract for New York in the early '90s.
I've always heard Horowitz was and Reno Riggins at one point was.
I heard Reno's got one there but I heard Horowitz. Well, when they started doing contracts, I heard that. Well, of course, Lombardi was the first because that was Pat's boy, and then I heard Horowitz was the second one that got him got the contract. But I don't know if that's true or not. But that's what I always heard. And I heard Reno because I know Reno was one of the guys that got all the who for the tapings at one point. He was doing a lot. He was one of the guys that got the guys for the taping. So
I know the best thing I ever heard Reno say. Somebody in the crowd is working one of Reno's shows, and he's just out, talking to the fans, whatever. And someone tried to give him crap about losing all the time on Monday Night Raw and stuff like that. He goes, "I bought my house, and it's a nice house, losing on Monday Night Raw."
Yeah, exactly. And I've been to his house. Well, that one time, I don't know if it's his house. I don't think he lives there anymore, but his first house I went to. Yeah, Bellmead, 3-story. Yeah.
Yeah. See that Reno did all right for him.
Yeah. Well, he invested his money too.
Well, still don't kill the fact that he was a good hand for many years and was rewarded very well for it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and he took his money and didn't blow it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, Reno's a smart guy. Didn't. Well, heck, I mean, Horowitz taught him well.
Yeah, ain't that? Yeah. I remember Ben George telling me stories about going on the road when they, do the TV, and he would ride with Horowitz. He said he said it was awful. So yeah, they said they would always be there, get there after catering, and they'd go get food at the grocery store, and he said it was an adventure.
Well, I've always heard catering back in those days wasn't what it is now.
No.
Now you want to get the catering and bring some Tupperware.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's how do we get over here? I don't know.
All right. Well,
Hidden gems. Yeah. Go
Yeah.
look for hidden gems. There's some really good stuff out there.
Well, then let's bring us on to next week then. I'm hoping what I'm going to pick is going to be a hidden gem because I've honestly never seen one of these guys' matches that I just picked.
Oh my goodness.
It's from Roy Lucier, Houston Wrestling. Shout out to Roy Lucier. The match is from July 6th, 1979, from Houston's Sam Houston Coliseum. The match is The Spoiler versus Tom Jones.
Really?
And I have never seen a match with either one of them. I've heard a lot of about Tom Jones because apparently he's the trainer of Anthony Wayne.
Yeah.
So, and then The Spoiler, I've seen many spoiler matches. I've never seen a real spoiler match because it's always been
John Dean's spoiler match.
Yeah, it's always been from Memphis.
Well, I actually saw a spoiler match today when I was going through some DVDs for Scott Teal, and I saw a spoiler. And I can tell you, it was not Don Jardine.
Was it Frank Morrell?
No.
Because that was my spoiler, I'm pretty sure, anyway.
No, it wasn't Frank Morrell.
Wasn't he the Memphis spoiler? At least at one point?
Yeah, and he did his spoiler for Thez's UWA too.
Yeah. And then his also was what else was old H.W. Morrell?
And actually, I saw. Hey, and actually on one of those DVDs I was watching with that spoiler later in the show, Frank Morrell was on there as the Angel.
Are you sure he wasn't that spoiler? And then he just put on a different mask and he's like, "I'm the Angel."
No, because this spoiler was about 170 pounds.
Oh.
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't Frank. So, yeah.
He's the spoiler, the Angel. What else was he? I'm sure any random mass tag team.
He did a bunch of different ones in the early 70s. He did some different tag mass gimmicks in East Tennessee. I can't remember offhand.
Probably a medic or something like that.
Probably not, because the medics were such a over tag team in the area, And
he was obviously a Dante or Mephisto.
You know what? I'm thinking there was a set of spoilers, 70 maybe, in Goulas, as I want to say there was it Joey Cora and Lenzo Parente.
So Jardine was the first, though, right?
So I've heard somebody say yes, and I heard there's been spoilers in the 50s. So I don't,
And he was just kind of the most well known.
Well, no, he's pretty much the most well known ever. Yeah.
So were Hamilton and Renesto the original assassins, or were there even assassins before that?
I heard they were the original.
Okay.
They say there might not have been maybe one floating around, maybe in the 50s or 40s, maybe, but nobody's ever documented it. So
I think one of the oldest masked guys I can think of was it not our Doug Gilbert, but Doug Gilbert. He was like the professional or something like that.
Professional Doug Gilbert, yeah. And
even before that, I think he was the student. It was something like that. I remember this. That was also George Steele at one point.
Oh, that's George Steele.
But I don't know. I was just researching old mass tag teams or old mass wrestlers, and like Doug Gilbert was his professional was one of the first ones that I could think of.
Okay.
All right, wow, we got a long way off talking about the spoiler versus Tom Jones and Houston wrestling, but that's my pick for next week.
All right, let me scroll back down as my gimmick turned off. Get back to mine. Well, I'm going way opposite of Houston wrestling. I'm getting on a plane. I'm flying back over to Japan.
Oh God, we're going more to another bathhouse.
I don't hope not, because it is FMW. So, the bathhouse wasn't FMW, but still, it's FMW. I know what I did. Oh man, I might not be using this, dude. I bet I can't. I never checked the date on it.
It's fine. It's wrestling. It happened outside the ring. We'll be loose with the rules.
It's FMW Vader versus Ken Shamrock, no ropes cage. This was called FMW Vader versus Ken Shamrock, no ropes cage real shoot fight. That's what it's called. So.
All right, and it's brought. I just found it, and if this is the right one, it's brought to us by Geraldo Montanez.
Yeah.
So that's probably Geraldo then.
Yeah. I don't know what I didn't want to look at the years. I didn't want to say the finish. And I think so I'm thinking about it, I'm like, this is probably way past the gimmick with Ken Shamrock.
Not necessarily, because Shamrock was wrestling before WWE.
Yeah, but he wasn't Ken Shamrock.
He didn't do any after he did UFC as Ken Shamrock? before WWE?
Yeah, he did. He wrestled before he did UFC. He wrestled as
No, you know what? I believe this is during their. You're only a little out. It's September 28th, 97. So you're a year or two out. It's fine.
Yeah, but I hate that.
It's fine.
Okay.
So is this before or after Vader on a live microphone called himself a big fat piece of shit? I figure I can say the S word now since we had Boobies and Bush on an episode.
Well, here's the thing. We didn't see Boobies and Bush. We only saw it on well, people only saw it if they watched the match on YouTube. Anyway, I don't know. I don't. You said 97,
Yeah.
so he was done with UFC at this time period.
Yeah, I think both these guys were in WWF at the time.
No, I don't think were they. No, Vince wouldn't let them go work FMW.
Working
No
each
way.
other?
Still, no. No way Vince would agree with that. Because I think Shamrock left in 96. I think he left UFC in 96, didn't he? Because what, 95, that just debacle of him and oh gosh, my mind just went blank. Severin they had, it just was like one of the worst UFC fights ever. And I think this was right. I think that was 95, 96, so this was right after. So I think he's gone from UFC at this time, I'm thinking. And when did Vader show up? It was 97, wasn't it? Or was he there 90? I don't think he was there 96, was he?
I'm trying to get some dates real quick to see.
All you do is, hold on, turn my internet on my phone. Just go to Wrestling Data, because it'll actually, you type in the name and go to places, show the years and what places they were for each year. And fat fingers are horrible for cell phones.
But this Vader, it was the month of June 98 when he cut the I'm a Fat POS promo.
All right, so when was, what was the date on this?
This would have been, this was September 28th, 97. So he was with WWF.
What was the date again? 97, what?
September 28th.
I just can't see them let's see.
And Shamrock started with WWF in 97.
Sure did. He's working in April, May of 90. Yeah. Wow. I am shocked that Vince let him do that.
FMW had a working agreement with WWF at the time.
In 97?
Yeah.
I know they did with ECW. Wow. They were in New York too. Dang.
But I may have, I believe, on one of the other podcasts listened to around this time, and they said they would only have Vader and Ken work with each other.
I'm sure Vince got a big chunk of money for this.
I'm sure. Excuse me. I'm sure they both got a whole bunch of money, and Vince got more.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure Vince got more. I bet they got a nice little payday, and Vince got more up for letting them do it.
I don't know if it was this match or if it was the one match, and I want to find this because Undertaker went and worked a show at DDT. No, not DDT. I'm sorry, Michinoku Pro.
Okay.
And I would love to find that match.
Wow, that's crazy. But
oh, and I just found it.
Did you? Who'd he work?
He worked Hakushi, and this was actually in 97 as well.
Wow.
And I don't know, I've heard stories about both of these now, the more I think about it. And I believe for the Michinoku Pro one, like the payoff was like $100,000.
Holy smoke.
Like, I'm not saying that was just for Taker, but that was like the money offered up for the deal. And then Vince split it however he wanted.
Still, though, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Let one guy come over and work. Wow.
I would love to find the podcast again and listen to it. I'm pretty sure from the sounds of it, sounds like it was Bruce Pritchard's, just from the story I'm telling, because I believe Bruce accompanied a Taker over there. But
I'm sure somebody in the office would have had to have gone. Yeah. Wow. It's kind of like you heard a story about when they'd send Flair over to Japan. They send Harley with him.
I've heard Harley, but my favorite is sending Roddy to the Bahamas.
No, it was not Bahamas. It was
it wasn't Puerto Rico.
No, it was the
Dominican.
No, it was where the guy was from. Oh crap! Was it Venezuela? It was it was further down in Puerto Rico. That's where the guy was that they did the gimmick with.
Yeah, But yeah, no, they did the Phantom title change, and they said that Roddy's payoff was a spittoon of coke.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this before, but yeah, that match was the holy grail. That and Last Battle of Atlanta were the two holy grails for 20, 30 years, and they've both been surfaced in the last 10 years.
I like that everybody was disappointed when they finally saw the Last Battle of Atlanta.
Yeah, it had more hype than what it was, but it still was good, but it wasn't built up like it's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The legend of it. Yeah, but what was that guy's name? I can't believe I forgot his name. Supposed to be a tape trader.
Yeah, you should know that.
I know. I'll see the guy because he was like he was short. He was really small dude. I can't believe I forgot that guy's name.
And he's also a
But
former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah. He died a few years back. I can't remember that guy's name. But yeah. How do we get on this? Oh, Bruce Pritchard going to Japan with the Taker. And Harley going with, okay. Gosh, what was that guy's name? That's just bugging me. I don't want to say Jovica, but that was the guy that worked in the office for Carlos. Man. Oh well. I'll remember it tonight about 1:00 in the morning.
And I'll get a random text message.
No, I don't text people. I don't text the working folk at 10:00 unless they text me first.
It was the Dominican Republic.
Yep.
I said that, and you said no.
Oh, you did? Okay, sorry.
And it was Jack Veneno.
No, you said Bahamas.
I said Bahamas, and I said
Jamaica.
not Puerto Rico, and you said that
Jamaica.
one place where he is from, and I said the Dominican Republic.
You said Jamaica.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I never said no. I didn't. I never said Jamaica.
I thought you said Jamaica, and I was like, no.
No. When I edit this, I'm going to isolate that part, and I'm going to make it really loud. So when you listen to it back, you'll just hear it. It'll just blow out your eardrum. Sorry to anybody else listening.
Tell me what I say.
Yeah. I run off anybody we ever had because I blew out their eardrums. But I showed you.
Yeah. So what was his name?
Jack Veneno or something. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Yeah, Veneno something. Yeah, Jack. Yeah. There's like, how many people are named Jack in the Dominican Republic? But yeah, that was him. He was a little dude, a little short dude. Yeah, they would have killed Flair if he would have went over.
I like it, at least in Flair's book. Flair's just like, take it.
Yeah. When they about killed him, the dude winning, he about got killed. Can you imagine if he would have went over that dude? They would have never made it out of that building, stadium, wherever it was at. They'd have been dead. They couldn't have.
You know, Roddy was probably egging it on too.
I don't know, man. It's pretty wild. I don't think he did. I don't think he would have, because the security, what the police officers weren't going to help him. So I
don't doubt that at all.
I don't think Roddy would have been normal Roddy egging it on and just trying to get that. I don't know,
man. You should read Flair's book. I know you don't read.
I don't read. No, but no.
But hey, aren't you 2 chapters into a book?
I think I'm at 3 now.
Oh, look at you.
Well, there you go. You got to do something while you're trying to paint one off,
Oh, God.
You got to do something to kill the time, Might as well read a book about Burt Prentice. Which I highly recommend. I'm only 3 chapters in. I highly recommend going to crowbarpress.com and getting that book, even though you've probably didn't heard crowbarpress.com already plugged in this podcast. But yeah, I'm 3 chapters in, and I don't read. So if I recommend reading something to read, it's really good. So, and I didn't got to the good stuff yet.
I wonder how, because Burt had stories if he wanted to tell them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, there's no.
We'll see. We'll see what he has. You can report back. Or if you don't want to wait for the 2 years it's going to take Quentin to read the rest of this book, you can get the book yourself over on crowbarpress.com.
And I'd highly suggest doing that if it's waiting for me. Because when I do read once in a million years, I do it really slow. So yeah, don't wait for my reviews of the chapters. But yeah, so far it's been really good. I don't know how, who he throws dirt on. because I ain't got that far. So I'm just now where he's just looking San Antonio, and he hadn't been in the business long enough to really, you know. So I don't think that stuff happens till he gets to Nashville. You know,
So he's not even Nashville yet?
no, he's still in San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
This is like I don't know, like 1984. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And get the book because it's gonna be a long time before. Yeah, take it. Like I said, yeah, it's this definitely. If the first three chapters, if the rest of the book's better than the first three chapters, that's gonna be crazy. Because I think it's really good. It's I guess like I said, I know some of the stories about Bert, how he started and thing, but he goes into detail, and it's really interesting how he got started in the wrestling business and stuff out of the wrestling business too. It's really good. Like I said, it's really interesting read so far. So yeah, I highly recommend picking that up. You know, it's like I said, I'm sure it gets good later on with some of the, especially ins and outs of running opposition of Nashville and then taking over Nashville fully. So and that his little stint in Arkansas um, when he was out there. What was that called?
Ozark
Ozark.
Mountain Wrestling.
Yeah, he brought a lot of talent through there. So maybe interested to see the ins and outs of that too, and then falling out with USWA and starting up Ozark Mountain and all that. So that's gonna be interesting. So yeah, go pick it up. Don't wait for the reviews.
Yeah, that might take a while. I have an actual weird random plug to make. If you have been following me on social media, you saw something that I've been sitting on for a few months now, and I was finally able to pay it off. Just dropping on actually 420. The band Four and the Strange Band, headed up by Coleman Williams, the great grandson of Hank Williams Sr., released their single "Stand Your Ground." And in the video, starring alongside Coleman Williams himself, was myself and Alex Taylor. So got a music video knocked off under my belt. Really enjoyed the music video, enjoyed taping it. I had to keep quiet for so long before it could be released because I didn't want to ruin it. But man, it was a blast. It's good to see it finally drop. So go look that up on YouTube. It's Four and the Strange Band, Stand Your Ground. And hit up fourandthestrangeband.com because they have an album called Southern Circus that is dropping in June. If I remember right, I believe the date is June 17th, but it's available for pre-order now over on fourandthestrangeband.com.
So you said it's the great grandson?
Great grandson of Hank Sr.
So
Hank Jr.'s grandson.
Okay. So is it because Junior had a son, Hank the Third? Is it Hank the Third's son?
I didn't talk a lot with Coleman about. Actually, he talked with more stuff about wrestling. So he grew up a giant wrestling fan.
Yeah.
But if you'll let me look, trying to see who his father is, and this is going to sound really great. I may cut this part out, but Shelton Hank Williams III. So yeah, I guess that's Hank 3.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I saw the video. It's pretty neat little thing there.
What's that?
So how did they find you and Alex Taylor to do it? I mean,
so yeah, a little backstory, I guess. So I was actually at training one day. It's funny. Anytime I show up at training, something good seems to happen. I was at training one day, and one of the guys, Garrett, Hardway Heater, hit me up. He goes, "Hey man, somebody," and Hardway Heater probably would have been in the video himself, but he broke his neck about a year ago.
Oh gosh.
So he's been healing from that. But he goes, "Hey, know a guy looking for a wrestler for a music video." And the original idea was I would be wrestling Coleman. So it'd be a 2-day deal, and I would actually have to train with Coleman a little bit beforehand. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming that's why Hardway came to me, because he knows that I have a background in training. Mm-hmm. But it later got changed. Hey, can you find another wrestler? And I'm always going to hit up Alex. We did the silly commercial together.
Yeah.
For Advanced Financial. So I'm always we have fun doing that stuff together. And plus I know what he can do well and what we can do, what bumps he can take well, because we worked with each other so much. He's my tag team partner at NWA. I mean, I'm always going to hook him up when I can. And we went down there, dude, we had a blast. I think they thought and I may be wrong. And also thanks to Jace, the director, for hitting me up. He's actually who reached out to me. And when Hardway told me about it, I will say this: it's wrestling, right? Hey, we need some guys for a music video. Oh yeah, cool, man. Hit me up. We'll never hear anything.
Well,
But no, we ended up doing it. I helped them find a venue, and I think they thought it would take a lot longer for the shoot because I know at one
mhm.
point they're scheduled till 7 potentially, and I'm like, I think this will be shorter, and we were out of there at like 3:30.
Well, that's cool.
And it was, I mean, we know what angles that stuff's to be shot from. You know what I mean? And easy peasy. But no, man, it was a blast. Something cool is going to be on the internet forever unless something happens and it gets taken down. But I know it's something cool, man. But yeah, check out Coleman. His music's interesting. It's so he ranges everywhere from like bluegrass, which I would say Stand Your Ground is more of a bluegrass song a bit, to more of a country punk music of some of his stuff is. So he's got a very wide range, but he's a lot of fun, man. So hit him up, and he's actually I'll plug this too. This will actually be a double plug. June 25th, he will be playing in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, at Panther Creek Brews. The reason that is a double plug is because my brother Jeremy Taylor is one of the proprietors of Panther Creek Brews.
So did you have something involved with that? Had that one and that deal there? Did you come together?
No, not at all. Check this out. I just found this out on the 19th. Jeremy was talking to my mom, and they're at dinner, and my mom mentioned that I have a music video debuting on the 20th. And he's like, "Oh, that's cool. With who?" And she told him Coleman Williams, Foreign the Strange Band. Jeremy knows them because Coleman lives in Murfreesboro, and Jeremy, and Jeremy works in the music business. He does lighting.
Okay.
So he, for a lot of concerts, he knows a lot of acts. He was in a band at one point, so he knows a lot of people. And I should have assumed, I really should have, because this just totally seems like Jeremy's bag. And he goes, "Yeah, man, I've known Coleman forever." I'm like, "That's insane. I never would have thought about it."
That's crazy. Small world.
But yeah, small world. I wish I could be there for that. I will be wrestling that night, unfortunately. But yeah, if you can go out, and I can tell you from experience that if you like craft beer, Panther Creek Brews is awesome.
And don't they have like some cool food trucks there?
Yeah, they have different food trucks. Almost they'll keep them for a couple weeks at a time, and they'll go to a new one. But I know like they have a pizza food truck who you get wood-fired pizza straight out of the back. They have a food truck called My Roots that comes through there. That's awesome. There's a Cuban food truck. They just have all sorts of different food trucks all the time.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's crazy how. Yeah, it's a small world, man. But I don't know, big as was getting.
Well, he was like, "You should have told me," and I'm like, "I had no idea. I never even." Yeah. Well, because Jeremy's, while Coleman does play some harder punk rock music, like Jeremy's not a big country guy, so I thought that would have turned him off. But now he loves them. So
cool. Well, man, hey, did you by any chance watch the episode of The Rock?
I haven't, man. I really haven't.
You gotta watch it, man.
I do need to. What I watched instead was 3 hours of the Batman. So yeah, I know you don't really watch those kind of movies, but it was really good.
I don't watch movies at all. What are you talking about?
We used to watch movies.
I don't anymore. I watched more movies from probably 06 to 10. I watched from 91 until then. I didn't watch hardly when I was in wrestling. I hardly ever watched movies when I was then. Then when you started coming over, it seemed like when we wasn't watching wrestling, we was watching a movie,
at night for sure, and then during the day it would be wrestling or whatever sport.
Yeah, but I went back to not watch many movies again. So
or playing a really old Madden.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
like Madden 98 or whatever you had.
That wasn't that old. It was like 03, 02.
I think the last Madden I bought was 05, legitimately.
I want to say it was like what was Michael Vick's rookie year? It was like when they put him on the cover.
Yeah. I don't remember what the year it was, but yeah. I think I'm pretty sure I had that one actually.
That's the only one I had.
the last one I think I got was 05. When I fell off video games, I fell off them hard.
Yeah.
I didn't working in 64 until like a year and a half ago.
Actually, what's crazy is back in 2004, Yeah, 14, 2014. Most of that year, that's all we were so broke. We lived in Lafayette. We had no cable, no satellite, nothing. We had an antenna that picked up like two stations out of Nashville. So um, I played NASCAR 2001 for like 8 months straight, every day, all day long. Yeah, yeah. I played the career mode and went from like last place and actually won the championship. When it retired, they let you. I think it's like 20 years. Let you know for like 20 years. And I'm a 20 year. I finally I won the championship. And by that time we got a little money, so I got got cable. So then I had played a. I don't think I played a video game since. I was so burnt out on video games because I only played that one. But yeah, so I know it's way off. I don't know how we got there, but
Oh man, we've been everywhere on this one. This one's
yeah.
been
Oh,
all over the road.
real fast. Remember last week I said, do you think you think they're gonna put Danhausen and Hook work each other?
Apparently they are.
I know. I was like, man, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, who to cheer for?
Huh?
Who would you cheer for? I know who you would cheer for.
I'm gonna cheer for Danhausen, but it's not gonna. It's gonna be a okay. If he didn't sell for Bear Country, he sure ain't gonna sell for Danhausen.
I don't know if the match will actually happen.
You think you're gonna swerve people?
Hook didn't accept. He just left.
Yeah, he just looked at him like you're an idiot and walked off. Maybe they're gonna put them together, some kind of little something, you know?
I mean, the best friends are pretty much not a thing anymore.
No, it's pretty much done.
Because I think I read somewhere. Because again, I'm not as up to date on it. Statlander's not an alien anymore.
They're phasing it out.
Yeah. Trent's tagging with Rocky.
Off and on. Well, Rocky's an honorary member of the Best Friends, but Trent's been in single, a lot of singles.
God, and having some amazing banger. Man, he's so good.
And Orange Cassidy's still hurt, and Chuck's just there.
And Yuta is no longer with him.
No, he's with the
Blackpool Combat Club.
So, he's wearing boots now.
Oh, is he?
Yep, he had boots on last night. Got no tights and boots.
There you go. Still same kind of tights?
No.
What's he wearing now?
They were white with like blood graphic.
But I mean, still long tights?
Yeah, still long tights. Yeah.
Okay.
They ain't got no legs. But yeah, they're done. So there, I guess I don't know. I just hope they don't go because I mean, I don't know. But I think that maybe they're gonna swerve people. I don't know. Be interesting to see. I just hope they don't because they have a match. He's just gonna job him out. You know.
I don't know. The curse might work.
It hadn't worked last month. Why would it work now?
Hey man, practice makes perfect.
Hey, if Regal sold it and Hook didn't, it ain't gonna work now.
That is true. Regal did sell it.
Yeah, and he sold it like a champ. Even Bryan Danielson even sold it. You see him? He's on take it off.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah. All right. Who we don't have a gimmick for?
Well, we've got Luthez' UWA.
Yeah, we got about 3 more weeks and we're done on that.
3 more weeks and then working the Outlaws.
Yeah, we'll get that in the motion. There might be a while just to get it going, but we got to start getting stuff for it and everything, getting it ready. Yeah, that's probably the next step.
So keep an eye out for that. Working the Outlaws. I'm going to keep plugging that name because it's a good name.
Yeah, I like it.
And then let's see, if you like pro wrestling t-shirts, head on over to storefrontier.com/Plunky's Gimmick Table. There you can find the official Territorial Rasslin review shirt, or you can put it on anything you want. Mask, if those will still be a thing anymore. Let's see, you can get it on a can koozie. You can get it on a baby onesie. God, listen, I will give you, if you show up with a baby onesie of the Territorial Rasslin review, I will give you one of everything on my gimmick table.
Holy crap. Somebody's going to do that, dude.
They will have bought a baby onesie with our logo on it. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, you can't give them one of everything on your table.
Yeah, one picture, one t-shirt. That's all I've got.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought you had like every other indie worker, you got everything out there.
No, I've got pictures and t-shirts. I'm not saying they get one of every design of every shirt on my gimmick table. They get one t-shirt, one picture.
Gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. I thought you meant just one of everything.
Oh, yeah. No. I ain't crazy. But I would die to just see a baby wearing our.
Oh, that'd be tremendous.
And I have to get a picture of documentation. We will blur the baby's face out.
Yeah.
But I will have to get that picture.
Yeah, most definitely. All right. What else you got?
April 30th, NWA Power Trip 2, Oak Grove, Kentucky. Will be there in force. Tickets are at nwatix.com. And also on Fight TV, order the NWA All Access Annual Pass. $49.99 gets you every NWA pay-per-view. The number for this year is 6, plus first run on NWA Power and NWA USA. Go and like and subscribe to everybody that we use on the YouTube. Help them out and help us out. Like and subscribe where you listen to us, either on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, if that's not its own podcasting app. I don't know why I said that. Apple Music, whatever you listen to us on. I don't know.
Yeah. Also on that Oak Grove show, Tyrus will be there signing his new book.
Yep. Just Tyrus, I believe, is the title.
Yeah. It's that's his first live sign. He's having a virtual signing, I think, next week or so. But that'll be his first live in-person signing of his book.
Yep.
So go check that out. They say Greg Gutfeld puts it over big time. Judge Janine Piero puts it over big time. It's a really good book. So.
Well, and Tyrus has a crazy story.
Yeah.
I mean, the story of his life is nuts. The guy was a bodyguard for Snoop Dogg, for God's sake.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's just the stories from that was you can imagine, So yeah, he has So go check it out. If you're up there in that area, go check out the show. Go see Tyrus. Go see you and your ill-begotten buddies.
Yeah. Old Danny Deals. Well, you can't be in my corner, Quentin. Danny Deals is there though, and he's wearing all the sequins, Daddy.
Hey, he's gimmicked out, man. He's gimmicked out. Gotta love it. All right. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Nah, I'll save for next time. You got anything to add?
Nothing to add, man.
All right. If you're done, I'm done. Stick a fork in her. She's done. For Jeremiah Pluckett and Quentin Charisma. Hey, that's me. Thanks for listening and God bless.
Bye-bye, everybody.